Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video we will have our discussion on the monthly transit of planet Sun, which on July 16th will enter the sign of Cancer, and for the next 1 month Sun is going to be making Cancer as its home. So guys, as you know that Sun's transit is not as potent or strong as the transit of other slow moving planets, like wherein we talk about Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu and Ketu, which can completely change the course of your life or can give you or lay a new foundation for you. But definitely guys, in a month's time, like all those areas where impressing people is involved, creative thinking is involved, or anything to do with the support from the prominent people connected with government is required, or making use of your confidence, your ambition, suddenly becoming very ambitious in the specific area of the house. So I would say that Sun's transit can actually prove to be very supportive in all those pursuits. And all those people guys, in their case, like you are very much eligible for that promotion, for that award. And if Sun in the transit is promising that, supporting that, then definitely chances tend to remain very strong. So okay guys, now when it comes down to Sun in the Cancer, so although Sun's transit in all the water signs is a sensitive energy, because when we talk about Sun, the only thing which comes to our mind is focused, very penetrating kind of insight for the things which you have to achieve, like the way any royal, any regal king would behave. But whenever Sun is in the water signs, somehow its energy goes very scattered. Definitely there is a lot of the emotions and feelings which get attached. And even when we talk about the water signs, like for example, Sun rules the Leo sign. Even from Leo, for you to go to the Scorpio, which is a water sign, or Pisces, which is another water sign, you still have to go 4 places or 8 places ahead of it. But whenever Sun is transiting in the Cancer, it's like it is very far from its original home. It's like 212 combination. Although its home is just in the next transit, but over there we have to calculate the distance from its original house. So because of which there is a lot of turmoil which the Sun has to go through in order to be in the limelight, or I would say that confidence goes in the back foot and concern and care, sentiments, feelings, domestic issue generally take the forefront. So how it is going to be affecting us during this year in tandem, in taking into consideration how other planets are responding to this time, to this Sun's transit in the Cancer, that is something now we will try to understand, customized to all the Lagnas. So guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, definitely you are actually going through some very good combination. The way planets are influencing you, Saturn strengthened in your 11th house, your ascendant Lord Venus strengthened in the 5th house, and now the transit of your 5th house Lord in the 4th house will be a very good indication, specifically for all those people in whose case, in whose line of work art, creativity is involved. Also guys, because somehow 4th house also has to do with the royal favor as well. 4th house also has to do with the public as well. So the good part over here is that whether in the form of your expression in the matters of love, your expressions in art, creativity, or even for all those people who are holding up any public seat, you will be able to outpour your emotions. You will be very much authentic and connected to your emotions. Definitely because Sun is going there in the 4th house, so you will be very much concerned and very much protective towards your kith, towards your kin, towards your family, towards the domestic matters. So the way planets are going to be influencing you during this time, it is more indicative of that not only on a career front, on the relationship front, you are in a right track, but at the same time you will be giving equal level of weightage to your domestic matters as well. So yes guys, if I were to summarize, specifically people connected with comfort giving profiles, or art, entertainment, being a realtor, or anything to do with the public domain and all those people can get benefited with this entry of Sun in your 4th house. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, So guys, in your case, as you can see that sun is going to be transiting in your third house. So guys, when we talk about planets like Sun, Saturn or Mars, they generally do good whenever they are transiting from the Upachya Bhava, from 3rd, 6th, 10th and 11th houses. So in a way, Sun's transit in the third house will actually give rise to heightened sense of confidence, heightened sense of ambition. And during this time, if you are pursuing any of those projects, any of those work, where not only you have to push people around, you have to be very forceful, but also you have to make use of your emotions, your feelings as well, to drive and motivate people around you. So this entry of Sun in your third house in a water sign will prove to be very fruitful in that regard. And also guys, because if you have been eyeing for any of the support or favors from the people connected with government or important people as well, so Sun's transit in the third house will be very conducive and very favorable in that direction as well. And lastly guys, for all those people who are connected with sales, media, marketing, too much of the short travels and all those people will also get benefited with this entry of Sun in your third house. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, Sun is going to be transiting to your second house. So guys, the kind of role which Sun plays in your case, I would say that it will definitely bring a lot of heat in the matters of your second house. So first of all guys, during this time you have to remain very cautious, very careful in order to lend people around you, because in a way the third house energy is going in your second house and your ascendant lord is already weak in your second house. So that in itself means that any of the financial dealings and specifically all the help and the favors, money given to credit to the friends and all, needs to be done very carefully. Second thing is that guys, definitely I always say this thing, Sun in the Cancer in a way is in the sign of its good friend Moon, and specifically for all those people in whose line of work you are working for the government, any of the tenders, or during this time you are in that stage where any of the support and favors or important documents need to be signed by the people connected with the government and all of that. So regarding that front as well, you might find success. So overall guys, whether we talk about the way you conduct yourself, that sort of regality and confidence in your speech, and in overall way, I'm only looking at this transit benefiting you. It's like that only in the matters of going extra miles in order to help people around you. Over there you have to remain cautious and careful. Now guys, for all the Cancer Lagna natives, so definitely guys, in your case, Sun is going to be transiting right over there in your first house. So guys, whenever Sun is in the first house or it is transiting from the first house, this is generally considered as a very good time for heightened sense of confidence, ambition, people looking at you, lot of limelight coming to you. And also guys, like the way planets are influencing you as well, it's not only the Sun which is coming over here, but your Yoga planet, which is planet Mars. It is also conjunct with Venus right now in your second house. So you are actually in a good state. And this entry of Sun in your first house will definitely accentuate all those prospects. So in whichever field you are in, the only one thing which I can say over here is that if right now, basis your life circumstances and your ongoing dasha, if you are eligible or liable for any award, any recognition, any important favors, if you are looking forward to it, so this entry of Sun in your first house will prove to be very supportive in that regard. And also guys, during this time, if you are like planning to launch any product or give any performances and all, so things will work out in your favor. People will appreciate you, or you will be received well by the audience. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, although planets are in a very strengthened state for your Lagna, even the Yoga planet, Venus, they all are transiting in your first house. But at the end of the day guys, the final say is always with the ascendant lord, and now your ascendant lord is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So guys, one thing which I want to make it clear, that even if Sun is transiting in the 12th house, it is transiting in the sign of its good friend, which is Moon. Second thing is that it all comes down to how this house's energy is getting applicable in your case. One thing is for sure, that if during this 1 month you have to schedule or plan any of the international work or business related travel or trip, that will prove out to be in your favor. Second thing is that guys, anything to do with, like, even if during this time you have to kind of, you know, start your college in a foreign university, this might be very favorable for you. And also guys, I would also say that if you are in that capacity, you are a top politician, you are in that top positions where you have to make some under the table or behind the curtain kind of deals with the government or important people and all of that. So regarding that front as well, your stars will support you during this time. So yes guys, I only have good things to say. Apart from the way your life is running, take out time for doing yoga, doing meditation, do some charities, and this transit will actually prove to be a lot in your favor. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Sun is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So definitely guys, if your income is in any way connected with the government tenders, or where there is a lot of kind of networking is involved, so this entry of Sun in your 11th house will be very supportive for that. Also guys, because 11th house in a way also represents large gathering, large crowds as well. So if you are a performing artist, you have to perform, you have to kind of any of the public dealing is involved in your line of work. So this entry of Sun in your 11th house will prove to be very favorable in that front as well. So overall guys, I only have good things to say, and just because in a way Sun is bringing the energy of the 12th house as well. So I would say for all those people in whose line of work any of the international support, international income is important, so Sun's transit in the 11th house will be very supportive. And all those people who are awaiting any promotion, any remuneration raise, or being out of job, applying for a job, getting a job interview call, so regarding all that front, this entry of Sun in your 11th house will prove to be very fruitful. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Sun is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So guys, Sun's transit in the 10th house is always considered as very good, and because it has also got the rulership over your 11th house as well. So I would say that whatever you will gain during this time, or whatever will happen in the form of any transformation, any shifting at your workplace, it will be a lot in your favor. So be very assured of that. And also guys, because from the 10th house we see our broad day outdoor activities, our professional endeavors, our relationship with the government and important people. So if you are in that line of work where impressing people, or during this time only you have to kind of go on some important meetings with important people, so you will be able to impress people. So overall guys, for your professional boost and your professional recognition point of view, this entry of Sun in your 10th house is going to be a harbinger of good news. Because even guys, at the time when I gave a video on the transit of Mars and Venus, I also explained it over there as well, because right now both Mars and Venus are right now transiting in your 11th house, which is a very good news, whether we talk about gain from partnership, commercial gains point of view and all. And along with it, Sun's entry in the 10th house will definitely boost your public image, and lot of recognition and favors are on the cards for all the Libra Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Sun is going to be transiting from your 9th house. So guys, Sun's transit from the 9th house is generally considered as very good. It's seen as a recognition provider for people who are in the consulting profiles, like anything to do with the banking, with the finance, with the law, with the motivation, teaching, training. So all those people generally benefit whenever Sun is transiting from the 9th house, because guys, in a way Sun in your case has got the rulership over your 10th house as well. So 10th house lord transiting from the 9th house will definitely even provide you luck in any of the travels undertaken during this time as well. And also guys, because Sun is transiting in the Cancer sign, so deep sense of attachment to the preaching, to the theology, to the advice of your guru or of your mentors can also be foreseen with this entry of Sun in your 9th house. Because in any case guys, you guys are actually going through some very good period with your ascendant lord being conjunct with Venus in your 10th house, and over and above that 10th house lord being in the 9th house. That in itself means that any of the professional decision taken by you will be very well supported by luck as well. Now guys, for all the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see over here, that sun is going to be transiting from your 8th house. So guys, sun's transit in a water sign, in a deep water, esoteric, mysterious house is kind of a vulnerable energy. So that in itself tells about any of the dealing with the government, with the your bosses, with the prominent people needs to be done very carefully. And just because guys, in your case, sun has got the rulership over your 9th house as well, so that also tells about that during travels as well, you have to be very cautious, you have to be very careful while signing any new agreement or new deals. So be as cautious, as careful when sun is transiting from your 8th house. That in itself tells about that do not get entangled in any controversy, any scandal which could malign your public image. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, although because right now in the transit, Mars and Venus are transiting from your 8th house, which in many ways makes the Capricorn Lagna very prone and vulnerable. Like even if you will get intimate with someone, catching up some disease or getting infected, all of that is right now you guys are very much prone towards it. And also guys, the transit of sun in the 7th house is not always a very good energy, because as you know that even in the original Kalpurush Kundli, in the 7th house sun goes through debilitation. So but again guys, if you are in that capacity, in that profile where like you are working as a politician or you are on the top management where you are responsible for the taking decision on large number of people, or your policies, your administrative skills influences large number of people, then I would say that if you are doing a good job, you are honest with your work and you are doing your job with all the integrity and all, then this will prove to be beneficial. But apart from that guys, when we talk about 7th house related matters, this could be your spouse, this could be your business partners or commercial proposals or opportunities. So do not keep your hope very high. Like try to be as self-reliant as possible during this time, because opposite to you, energy is not forming very supportive, very potent. So the more you will be relying on yourself, the better you will be able to conduct yourself, because during this time you might come across all those situations where your partner will be very weak or will be a lot dependent on you or on your support. Now guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that sun in your case has got the rulership over your 7th house, where right now Mars and Venus are actually triggering up energy of some new commercial gains, new opportunities, new relations and all of that. And over and above that, your 7th house lord is transiting in the 6th house. So guys, like the way I already mentioned this thing, that the transit of planets like sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu is generally considered as good from the Upachya Bhava, like 3rd house, 6th house, 10th house, 11th house. So I would say that in your line of work, you will be in an empowered state. During this time, you have to write any competitive exam, you have to take some harsh decision, like being a CEO, being on top management, you have to take some very strong and stern changes, you have to implement them, you have to impose them, you will be able to do that. And also guys, even in the matters of lawsuit and all of that, things will work out in your favor. So it's a very good transit for exerting your authority or your power with the best of your capabilities. And for all those people who have to write any competitive exam and all of that, this is going to be a very good transit of sun in your 6th house. And lastly guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, sun is going to be transiting from your 5th house. So guys, in the original Kalpurush Kundli as well, sun has got the rulership over the 5th house. That in itself means that sun has got strong affinity with the prospects of the 5th house. So definitely guys, and because sun in the Cancer becomes very protective, so I would say that try not to be very much protective of like being to such an extent that even overlooking the flaws of your partner or flaws of your child and all of that. So that is the one thing which I want to say specifically in the matters of the living signification of the 5th house. But definitely you will pour or overshower your emotions and your feelings to your child, to your children, or to your partner in the romantic relationship and all. And also guys, for anything to do with art, entertainment, creativity, this is going to be a very good transit. Like you will be flooded with new ideas, or might also get a foundation or launch pad or some new opportunities as well to work with new people, collaborate with new people. So overall guys, for anything to do with art, entertainment, creativity, even from the students point of view as well, this transit is going to be very favorable for all the Pisces Lagna natives. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming transit of Sun in the Cancer sign. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine signs of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyawad.